In one of Africa's most eagerly awaited and captivating urban development ventures, a smart city is taking root in the semi-arid lands of Konza. This is what a livable city is all about. Look at it. This ambitious project is indeed a model for Africa's cities of tomorrow.
We've implemented a system that will be able to treat that wastewater and recycle it
And then
for reuse. Yes, for reuse.
Konza City, Kenya's biggest infrastructural project since independence, holds the promise of redefining urban living. It's been 10 years in the making, and upon completion, it should resemble this: an ultra-modern escape from the chaos of city life. This is my second visit to this futuristic city, nestled deep in the African savannah. A place designed to harness technology to enhance every aspect of life. It's been over a year since my last visit. When I came here in 2023, there wasn't much to see while driving along the Nairobi-Mombasa highway. Perhaps just one majestic building stood above the endless grasslands, the Konza complex. A year later, things look different. Several structures are now visible from the thoroughfare.
One of the things that I've seen many Kenyans talk about whenever someone does a video about Konza,
Yes.
is mbona mnashindaga kutuonyesha tu hiyo building moja?
Saa hizi tuko wapi? Waangalie. You know, the beauty, and I believe you'll get to see our new university.
Yes.
Next month, by the end of this month, this is March, February, we're opening a new university, Kenya East. It's fully done. In fact, that is one of the wonders of Konza. Tutasahau hapa, tutaangalia kule.
Josephine Dambuki, the head of business development at Konza Technopolis Development Authority, and Ann Wafula, a member of the sales and marketing team, stride gracefully through the heart of the city.
When we spoke, the furnished apartment was not complete. Now it's beautiful with the houses. You can actually take a room. In fact, two people have already taken the furnished apartment units. We did not have the pitch,
Yes.
the pitch area. Now we've hosted tournaments at Konza. Very nice tournaments, bringing together county teams, supported by the national coach of Harambee Stars. So it's not something that we're waiting to see. It's things that are happening and working very fast.
Josephine, who once worked for a tech company in California's Silicon Valley, is proud of being part of the team creating Africa's cradle, Silicon Savannah.
So this year we are so excited that we will groundbreak for the first 1,000 housing Now, people will live at Konza. They will start working and living and experiencing Konza from a day and night 24-hour economy.
The golden sun dips toward the western horizon, casting its final warm rays. The streetlights flicker to life, seamlessly taking their turn to illuminate the futuristic streets that echo with ambition and promise. The once impenetrable darkness of Konza's night is now yielding to the glow of streetlights and the illuminated facades of buildings, including the rising blocks of the Kenya Institute of Advanced Science and Technology. Right now, no one calls this place home, but once complete, it will welcome over 200,000 residents. A true smart city is taking shape. One designed for seamless connectivity, where big data and the Internet of Things will manage traffic, conserve energy, and heighten security.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Nick.
How are you?
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Pleasure to see you again.
Yes.
After a year or so.
After a year.
I've seen mmefanya mambo.
Mambo tumejaribu kufanya.
To grasp the strides Kenya has made in constructing its digital city, I seek out the man leading its development, John Paul Okwiri.
Unajua kitambo we used to say, people used to say, we pass up a place they say there is Konza and we can't see anything.
Yes.
Today is different, right?
Yes, today is quite different compared to how it used to be. Actually, we always get excited when we come in every day because each day there's something that changes from the previous day, which means the works have been continuously going on. And now we are at the point where we are almost finishing. Okay.
Yes. Well, there's one thing every time a content creator or a TV station uploads a video about Konza City.
Yes.
Most of the times people will say, that is the only thing you show us. You see this building.
Yes.
But today I've seen things are changing and we are seeing quite a number of now vertical structures coming up.
Correct.
Yeah.
Last year we were excited to at least groundbreak for 2 investors.
Yeah.
Who were able to start doing their vertical work, and those are purely private sector led.
The purpose of Konza City is to propel Kenya's technological evolution, pioneering a first of its kind innovation hub in Africa.
So this one is the acacia tree?
It is a acacia tree.
Yes. Oh, there. Correct.
And it depicts, of course, the savannah and then the silicon, with an eye on technology.
An eye? That one?
Eye on technology. That red circle.
The name Konza.
Yes.
Many people, watu huuliza. Mbona jina Konza?
So Konza is the area, is the location.
This area is
actually there is a Konza town nearby, just across.
There's a rough road there.
Yes, a rough road.
So it goes to Konza town.
It goes to Konza town. So there's a Konza town.
Meza the town.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing because now it meant that we took care of the environment and took care of the community also in naming the place.
Yes.
If you would have come with an exotic name, it wouldn't have hit the way it has done with using the local name.
The local name.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okwiri wants me to take in the city's transformation from a prime vantage point.
Here. Oh, okay.
So
this construction going on.
Yeah. See? Can I shake it for you?
No, okay. This shows that your clients are coming in.
Yes.
This one is actually anapaka rangi.
Anapaka rangi.
Hii ndio city.
Hii ndio city sasa. Ndio city. You see one of our investors there, GS1 Kenya.
Wapi?
You see where there's green scaffolding?
Hapo.
Yes, Hapo.
Someone was done. He's showing that construction coming up.
Yes. He already did the groundbreaking. Now he'll be ready to start this year.
So if you want to see Konza City, you just come here.
Yeah, so
naweza kunywa chai hapa.
Hapa, this is a good place. Actually, you know, this wing is the wing that you see there's unfinished. Is the wing that will connect with our hotel.
Yes.
See the Konza complex is made up of the office block, conference facility, and there will be a hotel here.
There will be a hotel here?
Yes, a hotel. So that if you came for conferencing, you are able to get accommodation and accommodation services, and at the same time you are able to get office space, so that it's a complex that provides end-to-end solutions.
So this is what you have been talking about, that now the vertical, the horizontal structures are done.
Are done, yes.
That is why now people can start seeing.
You can even see our trees are growing. Yeah, you know, the president was here in 2023 and he challenged us to plant trees. So our trees are now growing. We intend to continuously plant more trees, especially now on the wildlife corridor, where we've demarcated 1,000 acres.
1,000
for wildlife.
For wildlife.
For wildlife.
They just roam.
They just roam and they're able to access.
Is it in between the city? The corridor is in between the city or outside the city?
It's in between the city, in this phase. So there's a riparian area where we've demarcated for wildlife, so that they're able to transition in and outside of the city, because we should not interfere with their natural environment.
So the whole essence is to ensure that you don't interfere with their migration.
Yes, the ecosystem. Their migration.
I know this one is a migration corridor.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so that's why, as part of the biodiversity plan, we were required through the IFC number 6 to ensure that we stick and we provide for 1,000 acres of wildlife corridor, so that we are able to protect the biodiversity.
It is in the corridor between the Nairobi National Park, the Kapiti Plains and Amboseli National Park that the Kenyan government is building the flagship project. Konza was pitched as a futuristic smart city with very few cars, wide walkways and no carbon emissions.
A livable and healthy city is a city that has put into place proper systems. And the systems the system that I look at in depth whenever I visit a city is the transport system, and especially public transport system. Look at it. In Konza City, the architects, the planners, and the engineers have given finer details and emphasis on public transport system. Look at it. Bus stop here. This means public transportation. But the biggest thing I've looked at, and the thing that has left me in awe, is how the planners have given enough space for people to walk. This, for example, is a pedestrian walkway. Look at how big it is.
This is a drainage, you can see.
Yeah.
It's a storm water,
And
so when it rains, instead of this place flooding, the rainwater will get in here, and you can see there are pipes. So it will drain the rainwater, the storm water.
Paul emphasizes that the goal isn't merely to impress, it's to inspire through awe.
So these are for bikes. For the electric bikes, this is a private sector-led initiative where you can provide electric bikes for leasing and for renting, so that when you are a visitor in Konza or a resident in Konza, you don't need to buy your own bike. You'll just come in, find the bike, and tap in through the card and the app, and then ride the bike. When you get to a place, you drop it, you'll get a similar facility.
I saw that like provision. I've seen it in Beijing.
Yes.
I saw it in the Netherlands, the entire Netherlands.
Yeah, the entire Netherlands, yes.
That you just have they call it a chip card, where you tap,
you just tap in, you unlock the bike, you ride to your next destination, so that you don't have to wait for a matatu.
So this one is where you lock?
Yeah, so this way it is locked. And,
I can't carry it.
It's heavy.
I can't carry it. Is it pinned here?
It's pinned, yes, it's pinned.
So it's not movable?
It's not movable, yeah.
So it's designed that bikes will be here?
Yes. So you can cap and park your bike.
And I've seen them in many corners
of the city.
The city, yes.
Correct. So that our investors, someone interested in providing that service, will bring the bikes and get it ready and be able to get some revenue out of it. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Every piece of infrastructure here has been designed with efficiency in mind. From high-speed fiber optics to renewable energy sources and smart mobility.
You take the human concern, quality of life, by design, built into the infrastructure. If you compare to other cities, you don't have dedicated roadways like what we have where we're walking for bus. And this is, by the way, for a bus BRT system, bus rapid transit, unidirectional. So you don't have vehicles crisscrossing. This is a dedicated lane going down. And on the other side, about 50 meters away, we have the route going to the upper part of the city. So public transport has been well catered for in terms of a public space.
I've seen you have some gold carriageway.
Yes.
Somewhere like that one there.
Right. So now so we've designed the public transport network separate for public mass transit. So to speak, where mass transit talks about whether you'd use buses or the matatus in a BRC system, separate from where the general public use in the dual carriage, which is like the equivalent of Uhuru Highway, separate. And then we have district roads, now in between different buildings. Yes, so that we've also provided for.
The road is clear. I can cross. Well, in this city, unlike many African cities, you want to be crossing anywhere and anyhow, you must cross at designated places, the pedestrian crossings, and they are well labeled. Si kupita kila mahali.
In this city, regular street lights are replaced by smart poles which connect to other Internet of Things devices and provide broadband.
And this is the smart pole now. So what makes it a smart pole? It's a pole that is able to deploy technology, internet connectivity. There is a camera.
Can see a camera. Several.
Surveillance camera, several. There's a bullet camera. There's a dome camera.
Of course, sensors and data analytics will be utilized to monitor traffic patterns, optimize traffic light timings, manage energy consumption in buildings, and provide real-time information to residents through mobile apps.
If, for example, you are lost, you are able to communicate with the command center. You are able to make a call. You
just say, then say hello.
Hello, yes.
Someone will say hello. You say, I'm lost.
I'm lost.
How do I locate?
How do I get to let's say Konza complex.
So ile maneno ya kwenda kuuliza mtu anakupoteza na anakuibia.
Yeah, kuna. You're able to make
you know when I was coming to Nairobi, I came to Nairobi when I was joining the university.
Yes.
So I had been told that if you ask anyone direction, they will mislead you and rob you.
Yes, and rob you.
So you are told two things.
Yes.
Not to constantly look up, look like someone who understands
where they are going.
So this one will really eliminate that.
Yes, and you see that has made most people in Nairobi to be very hakuna kungoja. Kila mtu anakimbia, hakuna shughuli.
Na amepotea. Hajui yuko wapi.
Hajui anaenda wapi. So anyway, it's the culture. So in Konza we'll change the culture by providing for smart poles and with intercom.
This is beautiful. So if this is not just a pole.
It's not just a pole, it's a pole and also providing street light, you know.
A digital pole.
Yeah, it's a digital
very smart.
Pole. Yeah, very smart. And maybe at some point we'll be able to scale this up to our counties.
The surveillance system will operate through a network of interconnected cameras, seamlessly transmitting data via underground internet cables to a state-of-the-art data center. This facility, designed and outfitted by the Chinese telecommunications powerhouse Huawei Technologies Company Limited, ensures that both the cameras and data storage remain fully integrated for efficient monitoring and security.
Happy to see you.
We're in the first destination in Kenya and this region actually to deploy IoT for smart cities, deploy platforms, digital signages that will improve urban neighborhoods and urban way of living.
Some of the things I'm loving about Konza City is the allocation for social amenities, vital social amenities. They're talking about schools, health centers, they're talking about hospitals. Very important amenities, they have been allocated. And then the recreational centers and just places where you can have a rest within the city. It is very, very important. And I'm loving it. What I'm praying for is that the dream of having a smart city here in Kenya becomes a reality very soon, because this is what a livable city is all about. Look at it.
This city is an agglomeration of many compact and manageable areas with pedestrian zones and short distances to get around.
You see, this one has been left an entire stretch. It's just a green zone. Look at it, another one there. And I've been told there will be many of them within the Konza city. This is just phase one, and all the phases have been allocated green spaces. You don't see those in many African cities. That is why Konza City is an example of the future of Africa as far as sustainable development is concerned. Have a look. I love it, man. I love it. I'm just loving what I'm saying. Look at it. Benches, trees coming up. So in the next few years, this place will have huge trees. You can see, a few years ago, this tree was not there. Today, it's this size. Tomorrow, it will be up there. The city is well marked.
It's well marked and well coordinated. And this speaks to the quality of life. It's the quality of life that we want to live. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if somebody brings you to this environment, quiet environment, well managed, organized, well planned, then you get excited as a human being.
As an innovative hub, research facilities like universities and a national data center have been modeled on global standards. Builders at the KAIST, or the Kenya Advanced Institute for Science and Technology, are racing against time to have the university ready for learning and research. They have been given a few months to ensure the institution is ready for students' uptake. Modeled on the Korean Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, the institute that is nearing completion is the city's anchor facility. It will be the center for research and innovation where highly skilled engineers will be honed.
Basically, to provide that ecosystem where now the industry, government and academia can interact.
Built with a 10 billion shillings investment from the South Korean government, KAIST will feature 10 cutting-edge research science laboratories. It will initially feature 6 key departments, including mechanical, electrical and electronic, chemical, civil and agricultural engineering.
Research and development is the key focus to ensure that our industry are able to provide that environment, find that environment where they are able to do more research and development on their products, enhance commercialization of these products, provide an incubation environment for ideas, also improve the linkage between the industry, government and academia in ensuring that we are able to commercialize knowledge.
South of KAIST, a dedicated team of builders and engineers is busy bringing to life a new academic hub destined to serve as the main campus for Yara University, an institution with deep roots in Nairobi. They have until May this year to complete and operationalize this building. It is just one of several structures planned for development on the emerging campus.
Three universities so far.
And many more. You see, Konza is what we call a science park and an area of innovation.
An incubator.
An area of innovation.
Innovation.
Yeah, in fact, we belong to what we call the International Association of Science Parks. So in a science park, you create an ecosystem whereby you have the universities, industry, and the community all in one environment. Now, in a situation like here, we can be sharing now as a citizen of Konza, for example, discussing an idea. You are a researcher. What do you do next? You go to the university, you do the experiment. Your idea seems to work. We go to an incubation hub. Your idea is now incubated. Then on the light industrial area, you get funding, you set up your factory and start manufacturing. And being an SCZ, Special Economic Zone, you're able to export. Now that is a whole ecosystem. So it is, and it's by design.
So you are saying,
when you hear Silicon Savannah,
yes,
it's mirrored after what we'd call the
Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley.
Yes.
What do we know about Silicon Valley?
Headquarters of Google, Facebook.
Facebook.
Quite a number. Apple. Yes.
They're all there.
Yes.
Because most of the innovations in ICT come from Silicon Valley. Innovations in robotics, AI, all those companies are all congregated in one area. So it's an ecosystem. All the people who live there are either scientists, engineers, inventors, environmentalists, of all science and tech, all in one area.
There are no communicators like me.
Well, of course they are. Where do all the movies come from?
Hollywood.
Where is Hollywood? In that area, in California, where Silicon Valley is. They're all there, everything in entertainment. In fact, it's good we've mentioned that because we are now building something called the Digital Media City within Konza City.
Yeah, I saw it.
To take care, you saw it, right?
I saw it on the...
Because that's part of the ecosystem. When you deal with communication, ICT, engineering, life sciences, and life sciences, we're talking about medical research, robotics. We're going into robotic surgery. That is now where the frontier of medicine is going. Developing vaccines through our partner who is coming to invest here, the BioVax facility, vaccines for the Kenyans and for the region. We're able now to create an ecosystem whereby scientists in every field, whether it's agriculture, whether it is in health, whether it's scientists in engineering, scientists in physics labs, etc., in communications, ICT networks, you name it, that whole group in one area, by design, coming together. What do you think the outcome will be? That is now where you'll find the Googles of this world, the Facebooks of this world, the Samsungs of this world. And that is how, by design, you create an environment where technology thinking, technology living, technology implementation is done.
We want to produce technology that will power our agriculture, that will power our health system, that will power our education. So all that Konza Technopolis.
Watu wengine huwa tukiamini.
Yes.
You believe it will happen here?
It is already happening.
It's already happening.
It is already happening.
In planning the city, architects relied on innovative technologies that have been used and tested around the globe. But will they work here in Kenya? For example, the lighting design and building simulation, the photovoltaic modules, the solar collectors, as well as the building's technical and electrical equipment at KAIST were developed and supplied by Korean companies. In these buildings, like the Konza City complex, the architects managed to harmoniously balance innovative high-tech solutions and traditional elements.
Well, the construction of this conference facility has been ongoing since the last time I was here. The framework made of concrete and steel is complete, as you can see. What is happening is the placement of the glass facade. Now, this conference is part of the Konza complex, which will also have a hotel. The authority says the construction of the complex is a key part of the progress.
The complex is being built as a model building for Africa's cities of tomorrow. Sustainable construction is a hot issue here. Every investor must adhere to these standards. Kenya is creating a place where entrepreneurs can test new solutions in artificial intelligence, fintech and e-commerce while benefiting from the smart city infrastructure. Konza is built with sustainability and livability in mind, integrating green spaces, efficient waste management, and smart governance systems that enable residents to interact with city services seamlessly.
This plant here is an essential part of the city of Konza. It doesn't just clean up the sewer, it recycles it, and the water that comes out of it is taken back to the city for reuse, for purposes like irrigation.
This is the solid waste management system, the receptacles, so that when you live in this neighborhood, you've come visiting, you don't need to throw your garbage anyhowly. You'll just come, open up the space, and put in solid waste.
And what happens once you put here?
Once you put it here, there's a monitoring system, a SCADA system at the collection point, which is able to monitor which receptacle is full. So, for example, if this one is full, the controller will be able to see from the system and provide for its evacuation to the central collection point.
So, down here?
Yeah.
There is
it's a huge network of pipe network.
Down here?
Big pipes, yes. Very big, very many big pipes that are interconnected to the various parcels that we have.
There was a time when Nairobi tried to do something like this.
Yes.
Not an integrated one, but have different bins for different kind of waste.
Yes.
I'm seeing four bins.
4 bins, yes.
Then there is something here.
Yes. Yes.
So, what are they for different kind of
yes, type also. So there's organic, paper, how do you call it, glass or metallic? Yeah, and then there's plastic. So they are well separated and segregated.
How will you make sure that people throw the correct waste into the correct bin?
A lot of awareness and education and training. I think we'll be able to do that. Then also at the collection point, the technician will be able to monitor and identify which parcels or which investor or which residents are culprits of mixing up. So that the education or awareness is targeted.
Konza City is more than just an idea. It is a bold step into the future of urban living. It is setting the stage for how technology can drive economic growth, sustainability, and innovation. The question is, are we ready to embrace the future? My name is Enoch Sikolia, and I am the Kenyan historian.